In addition to the State Department of Education, lawmakers have been hearing budget requests from agency heads over the past 2 weeks. I spoke earlier with eCapital News Director Sean Ashley about those budget hearings and what agencies should be expecting. Sean, what does this revenue failure mean for all state agencies?
It looks like it's going to mean budget cuts for a lot of state agencies. State officials reported the other day that for the current fiscal year, there will be approximately a $443 million shortfall, resulting in 2 to 4% budget cuts for most state agencies. We'll hear the final number on that on Monday. And then for the next fiscal year, which begins next July 1st, the shortfall is on the order of $900.8 million, a 12.9% difference than what was appropriated this year. So that too is going to mean additional budget cuts, probably on top of what many agencies will take for the current fiscal year.
Wow. Now, agencies have been told for months to make plans to prepare for budget cuts. Are those cuts being reflected in their presentations?
I think they are. A number of state agencies have talked to Senate Appropriations subcommittees over the last couple of weeks, and what we're seeing is that most of them are asking for flat budgets, the same amount that they receive for the current fiscal year, or they're talking about how they can make cuts in the upcoming fiscal year. There have been a few agencies, however, who have talked about the needs that they have for additional revenue sources, additional revenue, and so that will be the balancing act that the legislature has to perform this next legislative session that begins in February. How to provide additional funding in some instances while taking funds from most state agencies. It's going to be a lot of tough work for lawmakers.
A lot of hard decisions, that's right. So what happens next?
On Monday, the Board of Equalization will meet and they will make final the $900.8 million shortfall for the upcoming fiscal year. Probably the most important thing for state agencies and for taxpayers across the state is that we will know the actual percentage cut that will have to be implemented this fiscal year. And then agencies can begin to look at their various programs and what they plan to do between now and July 1st and see where they're going to have to cut back. That will be the start of the process of reducing government spending for the next several months.
Sean Ashley with eCapital, thanks so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Merry Christmas.